Here I am. What's going on? Everybody, Monday. What is going on, everybody, on this Memorial Day? Um, hey, it's Monday, so you know the Big Time Show podcast is on. Hey, look, I got my Memorial Day outfit on. Forgive me for not having cowboy gear. You know, the day is a day of eating and getting clothes messed up and sauce and all that kind of stuff on you. So I'm sorry if y'all know I don't have to explain to y'all what team I stand for. So y'all know I am a Cowboy fan, so I don't have to wear it. You understand? I don't have to wear it. Everybody know where I stand. Look on the background behind me. That's my uniform. Okay. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? I'm in the house. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live on Podbean as we speak, and heard on seen live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and of course the second home of the podcast, the Spotlight Sports Network. Welcome to everybody that may be seeing this live or maybe watching the replay. I'm sorry. Welcome to everybody. I'm sharing right now. Forgive me for not looking. I haven't seen on. I see my brother Gary's on here. Hey, Gary, let me see if you're on what I need to see you on. And you are not on my StreamYard. Hello. Who is this? Miss Ty. I see you on YouTube. Hey. Hello, everybody there. Let's see who's on Podbean real quick. Hello, I see you, everybody. I see you. I see you. I see you. Now I haven't done this from the StreamYard platform in a while, so let me know real quick before I get started how my sound is. If you're on not Podbean, everywhere else but Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you're watching me from, let me know how my sound is. Is the background music too loud? Am I too loud? Let me know. These hand claps, they're going to be loud, baby. Yeah, I got a studio audience in here that just in case y'all don't want to clap for me, I got my own clapping section. You understand? Let me know if I'm too loud. What's up, Tavis? I see you, man. What's going on, man? I appreciate you. All sound good. Okay, I got you. Okay, thank you. I don't know if Gary's on there. Let me see who's on my page. Tavis, since you're here, where are you watching me from? Which page? Are you watching me from the Big Time Show or are you watching me from my personal page? Let me know that real quick, Tavis. I know you're on one of them. I see Miss Ty's on YouTube. Treasure Berry, what's up, man? I see you, man. What's going on, Treasure? And I'm having a problem with StreamYard with my personal page. I cannot see the comments coming on to here, but I'm watching it by my phone, so I'm not missing anybody's comments on my page. I'm gonna make sure I don't, because I'm gonna put it right there where I can see it. You watch from the Big Time Show, that's cool. So my personal page is not acting right on here on StreamYard, and I don't like it, but I can see you. Hey, Candace Anderson, what's up? What's up, Candace? I see the owner of the Spotlight Sports work page is on here on my personal page. Brother Sonny Hopkins, he's on here. My boss on here, if you want to say that. Boss, my personal page and comments. I'd say this to you since you're on here. My personal page comments are not showing up on here. We're gonna have to talk and correct that again. I'm looking at it by my personal phone though right now. What's up, Florida Bay Burn? The crowd coming on. Okay, wait a minute. I see you. What's up, boss man? I see you. The boss is in the house, man. Okay, Miss Ty just put a comment there. I see there, but I don't know if it's coming on the Big Time Show or not. But I just saw it, so I don't know what's going on. Let me go on with the show. I see you, Sonny. I see the explanation right there. Let's see if that shows up on the StreamYard, your post, what you just put up. It hadn't popped up on here on the Streamline, but I see what you just said. We'll talk about that as soon as I get off. All right, y'all. What is going on? I'm not gonna keep you long because I know y'all got more plates to eat. You understand? I already know. So I ain't gonna keep you long. Y'all look, there ain't no sports on unless you're an NHL fan. There's a game 7 between the New York Rangers and the Carolina Hurricanes. Y'all don't watch no hockey, so it's just me tonight. All right. I ain't gonna be here too long. Okay. I'm not gonna be here too long tonight because y'all got to eat. Most of us got to go to work in the morning, so we're gonna get this over with. Because I really don't have but one thing to talk about. One thing to talk about tonight. And that's it. One thing to talk about, and it's a continuation from my last show, where if you remember, I was talking about we talking too much. It's the usual timeline of the Dallas Cowboys, where the off season happens. We get all excited. We come off disappointment. We get all excited. Our eyes turn toward the draft. We always draft well. My guy Will McClay always does well. So there's no question about that. He does well. So there it is. We had a good draft. Everybody's excited about the new guys. We do all this, and then the draft is over with. Then we get to a little training camp, and this is when Jerry Jones started talking with all these expectations. And he started off last week, as you know, my last show. He started talking about, oh Jesus, my train just left. My train of thought just left. He started talking about CeeDee Lamb as the number 1 wide receiver on the last show, and how, he think he's better than Amari Cooper already, and this and that. And, I already gave you my take on that. And it's just, to sum it all up, is just wait and see. We don't know nothing yet because we haven't seen CD in that. What's up, Coach? I see you popping in. We just don't know because we haven't seen it. A lot of us figure that CD is ready. We know he's incredibly dangerous. We just haven't seen it yet. So, but he's seen it in practice. He's heard from the coaching staff, all that kind of stuff. I'm just one that I have to see it before I have to give the credit. I know CD's talent level. I know he's dangerous. I know that. Okay. I know it. I'm not going to try to diminish that. I just haven't seen him being the number 1 guy with Dak Prescott yet. I just haven't seen it. So I can't just jump all on board yet because I haven't seen it yet. That's just me. Y'all can jump on it. I'm fine. I'll catch up with you just in case it could. Just trust me, I will. I'll catch up. If he's the man, I'll be the first one to say, yeah, he the man. Right now, it's a wait and see for me. That's on me now. And Jerry Jones has continued with his tirade. And he has spread that now, which is what I want to talk about tonight. And this will be the only thing I'm going to talk about. He spread that now to Mr. Tyler Smith. You know who Tyler Smith is, our number 1 draft pick, tackle, drafted out of Tulsa, first round draft pick that we've all figured out. What's up, Joe? I see you. That we all have figured out the reason why they drafted him was not specifically for being a tackle. They have put him there to be starting off as a left guard. However, he does have the skill set, from what's understood, that if Tyron gets hurt, which is always the case, Tyron Smith, he can slide right in as a left tackle as well. So what's up, Bruce? I see you. So it's a win-win situation. He has a lot of dog in him. I want to get that established immediately. He has dog in him, which is what I like, which is what you need to have in playing offensive line, especially in this league. He has, if you want to break it down and make it even more clear, he got some nastiness in him. He has a lot of nastiness in him. He does. That's what you like. He's been described as a mean guy. That's what you need on playing offensive line. We need that. However, Jerry Jones has taken this thing, and Jerry just he can't help himself. He ain't just started this. He just can't help himself. He gonna talk. He gonna put all these expectations on people, whether directly or indirectly. He does this all the time. He spread it now to Tyler Smith. So he basically in the article has said that he reminds him of Larry Allen. Now, there's nothing wrong with Jerry's saying per se. Okay, it's not. He's seen Larry Allen for years and years. Okay, he's watched him. He was there. He saw him. He saw practices. He was there year after year. He saw all the all pro years. He saw all the Pro Bowl years. He saw how this man destroyed people. He saw Larry Allen. So if he says this guy reminds him of Larry Allen, unlike the CeeDee Lamb stuff, in this case, because a lot of y'all thinking I'm going to say that Jerry should shut up. Wrong. I'm all in on Tyler Smith, y'all. Yeah, I am. I'm going to trust the eyes of Jerry Jones on this one. I know they're going to sound strange coming from me, but I told y'all when I'm going to stand by the truth. I am all in on Tyler Smith. Now, in fairness to Jerry, if you read the article, what he said was strength-wise, he reminds him of Larry Allen, and he went further to say he was not talking about the player that Larry Allen was, because the kid hadn't even played one down yet. Okay. He has not played one single down. So we don't know what he's doing. Just because you move people at Tulsa does not mean that you're going to move people in the NFL. There is a difference between the NFL and the University of Tulsa. It is. I'm just saying. So we don't know quite yet what he can do, but strength-wise, Jerry says this guy reminds him of Larry Allen. Now, we don't know what all that entails, but there's a such thing probably in that complex at the Star that's called a weight room. Okay. We ain't got no film of Tyler Smith lifting weights. We don't know what he bench pressing. We don't know his leg strength. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know how specifically he hits the pads, the practice pads. We don't know how low he gets. We don't know. We ain't seen that. But Jerry has. Yeah. Jerry saw it. He out there. Okay. Jerry's out there. Now I'm just saying the coaching staff is out there. We just haven't seen it. Unless maybe some of y'all done flew out to Dallas and they let y'all in there and see it. I'm just saying we haven't seen it. Jared knows what that means when you say that about Larry Allen, who was known. What's up, Ken the Building? Larry was known as probably the strongest man in the NFL at his time. No doubt about that. We also know that it is arguable that Larry Allen, there are some people, some of the analysts, some historians of the game that say that Larry Allen is the greatest guard that has ever played the game. What's up, Mike? Okay. I'm just saying, when this man, I don't care what y'all say about Jerry. Now I got some problems with him. What's up? What's up? I see folks popping in. Mike Evans, I see Pastor Greer. I see you popped in. Hey, what's good evening, everybody? Listen, I'm just saying that there are some instances that you got to put some stock into Jerry Jones and what he's saying. You gotta listen, take what you can, throw out what you want to throw out. Then there's some things that you have to listen to. All right. Now, here's the part that I don't quite like about this scenario. Now, this, and some of y'all are not going to agree with me, but this is just me. The number that he has, he'll be playing with the number 73. That's Larry Allen's number. Which automatically, that some numbers mean something in Dallas. 73 means something in Dallas because everybody knows what they mean. It's just like whoever wears the number 88 in Dallas, you know what expectations come with that number. You know, it's automatic. They just don't give that number to everybody. If you wear the number 12, and please understand, nobody has worn the number 12 since Staubach left. Now keep that in mind. No, it's just something about, we don't retire numbers in Dallas. We retire names. When that's where you get the names. If you've been to the stadium or the old stadium, you know the names are around the Ring of Honor, as we call it. We don't retire numbers, but there are some numbers that have not been worn. Number 8 means something in Dallas. Number 22 means something in Dallas. Now, if you don't know who wore these numbers, that you ain't too big of a Cowboy fanatic. I don't have to call the names out. If you're a real Cowboy fan, you know who they are. Those numbers mean something. Number 82 means something to Dallas. It ain't been worn since he retired, Mr. Whitten. And I don't know if somebody gonna ever wear it again, to be honest with you. It's almost like Staubach. No, I don't know who number 12 is. I ain't seen the number 12 in Dallas in a long time. They have secretly retired that jersey, Emmitt Smith jersey. If it is, I don't know who it is. All right. Those numbers mean something. Tyler Smith has been placed with the number 73. That automatically bring expectations. Automatic. That's what Jerry is putting on this kid. Okay. Now, there was on one that now I don't like that, but hey, that's really not, it is a big deal to me. It may not be to you, but it's a big deal to me. Let this kid grow, okay? Let him grow. You know what I'm saying? Let him grow. Since he got to have this number, let him grow at 73. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't, Jerry has went to the top level when talking about this kid. Whether that's for motivation purposes, only Jerry knows that. Let it be what it's gonna be. Everybody's talking about Larry Allen. Okay, let Larry Allen. You be as good as Larry Allen. Be as great as Larry Allen. Be as strong as Larry Allen. Be as dominant as Larry Allen. Let me tell y'all, come on down. Let's come on to me now. Because see, all this dreams. He got a lot of years to play before he becomes a Larry Allen. He got a lot of Pro Bowls to make before he becomes a Larry Allen. He got a lot of all pros to make before he be a Larry Allen. I'm not even talking about Larry Allen. That's the moon now. Let me bring you down to just a 2-story building that all he needs to do. Tyler Smith. Here's where y'all This is why y'all come listen to me, because y'all know I'm gonna keep it real. This is all Tyler Smith got to be. No matter what number he wears, if it's 73, so be it. This is all he got to do. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's it. That's all I came to tell y'all tonight. That forget Larry Allen. No. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't. Okay, let Jerry have dreams of having the reincarnation of Larry Allen. Okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let him have that. Jerry, keep talking. But for us folks down here, y'all, for us down here, right here, us, let Jerry think Hall of Fame. Let Jerry think all pros. Let Jerry think all world. Let him think of that. Let him think of Tyler Smith in a gold jacket. Let him think of that. That's fine. Let him have that. I ain't got no problem with it. What I want and what you should want. And I don't mean to tell y'all what y'all should think, but I'm just saying that this is what for those that agree, y'all come on with me. Forget Larry Allen. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's if I can get him to be better than Connor Williams, we're gonna be cooking with fish grease. Now, why do I say that? Because if you remember, and some of this is the front office fault. Matter of fact, all of it is. Let's look at Connor Williams. He was drafted as a tackle out of Texas. That's the first thing we need to understand. He never was a guard. He's not big enough. He's not strong enough. And boy, did that get exposed over these years. Pass protection. He getting thrown back, not pushed back, thrown like a rag doll. And just every time you see him, his back is on the grass because he done got pushed over too easy. Pressure coming from his side of the line. He got destroyed. And you can only do what you can do. If you're not strong enough, you're just not that strong. And he is not. He's a small guard. That's what Connor Williams was. And he got exposed as a guard. The coaching staff did nothing to address that issue. They tried to make $1 out of 15 cents when it came to Connor Williams. They tried their best to prove everybody wrong. They were saying, we're going to make this right. They knew people were better than Connor Williams. They knew that. They could have got help. They knew that. But they were loyal to their second-round pick. They were not loyal to the player. They were loyal to the second-round pick. Because he was a second-round pick, we're going to make this guy live up to that pick, even if he's playing out of position. That's what they did, and we didn't work. That's why he's gone now. He got destroyed every year at guard. Essentially, they're doing the same thing over again. They just done up the ante now. They drafted a tackle who has not played guard in a long period of time, but he's as strong as an ox, and he moves people. Matter of fact, he destroys people. Matter of fact, he has a smile on his face when he destroys people. And he is a pure dog. So they're really trying the same thing again. The Cowboys say it like this: we love guys who have flex. That's what they say. They're throwing the same thing over again, but I believe they're going to hit a home run on this one. So the expectation is, for me, I won't be long tonight. I'm almost done, actually. The expectation tonight, for me, when it comes, Connor Williams wasn't going to do right nowhere. They didn't even put him at tackle. They tried him at tackle a couple times, if I remember right, when he first started, when You know, them couple times Tyron got hurt, they put him out there. It wasn't no better. So Connor Williams was, you know, you didn't miss nothing, Keith, but this. I'll sum it up. Hey, Keith, I'll sum it up in all this. If you listen to Jerry Jones' latest tirade is that he's comparing Tyler Smith to Larry Allen. Strength-wise, he said, but not the player. I just said he even put the number. He put the number of Larry Allen on Tyler Smith. And there's expectations that come with that number, wearing that number, and all that kind of stuff. I'm catching you up, Keith. And basically what I'm saying is let Jerry compare him to Larry Allen all he want. I don't care nothing about that. Let him reach for the moon. Let him do all that. I just need Tyler Smith, our first round pick, to be better than Connor Williams. That's the only goal I got for him right now. Huh? No, exactly. Don't worry about Larry Allen. He got a lot of years to play. He got a lot of Pro Bowls to make. He got a lot of All-Pro teams to make before we even get into that conversation about Larry Allen. We ain't worried about that. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's all he got to do. That's all he got to do. Who cares about Larry Allen? He got about 8-9 years to build a resume before we even talk about Larry Allen. Forget Larry Allen. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's what we need him to do. If he does that, this offensive line perhaps can be potentially a top 5 offensive line in the league. If he is what I think he is, this line can be a top 5 line in the league. That's all I'm saying. And if our line is a top 5 line in the league, we're going to see some things that's going to look a little better this year. We are. We're going to run the ball better. Even if Kellen Moore don't call running plays. I'll leave that alone tonight. But the running play that he does call and we do run, we should do better. If this kid is what I think he is. I really believe that. I really do. I believe that Dak Prescott. Well, let me go here, because when we had you know, if you watch the Cowboys for a while, Dak Prescott, as much as people like to, you know, go after him and all that kind of stuff, here's the truth of the matter. And most people gonna say, well, you could do this with everybody. You know, I'm not gonna say that. I will say this about Dak Prescott. If you leave him clean back there, where he's comfortable and he's examining the field, Dak Prescott will carve you apart. I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. I've seen what he can do. If Dak Prescott is back there clean and these guys pass block well, which I do believe is going to happen, even if Dak is passing the ball a lot, because he's clean, he will carve you up. I've seen it. Can't know, and you know, much as we talk about Dak, there's some things I think he can do better. But one thing I have seen, he will destroy you if he has the time. And this line has the potential, if this kid is what I think he is. See, I know about Steele. I know about Martin. I even know about Tyler, the center. I know about Tyron Smith if he's healthy. I know about them. I just don't know about Tyler yet. What if Tyler Smith is what I think he is? As Coach just said, he's top 6 line last year. Okay, that's what he said. Well, then that was with Connor Williams. You know what I'm saying? That was with Connor Williams. You had this kid in here. You talking top 5 without a doubt. And with that being said, we talking maybe top 3. I'm serious. So I'm gonna let Jerry get all the nice clickbaits and reach for the stars. You know, I get that, Shane, and I'm not arguing with that because we all know that Tyron Smith. You know, I'm sorry, but Tyron Smith is it's just expected with him. We just don't know when. It's just almost expected, with him. So I agree. That's every team, though. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to offensive linemen, but if they're pretty much there together for the whole year, this is going to be a pretty dominant offensive line. It is. It's just a matter of how they're used is what's going to be the issue. That's the bottom line. It's all about how Kellen Moore will drive this car. It's just that simple. I believe this line, if Tyler Smith is what I'm thinking he is, this line is going to punish some folks if used right. You know what I'm saying? You can only punish them, going forward. In other words, when you're going forward, you're running the football. Pass blocking, you're on your heels. That's not punishing people. I'm talking about going forward, laying on folks, moving people against their will, punishing people, laying on them for 3 or 4 quarters. When the 4th quarter comes, it's a done deal. That's what I'm talking about. It's all depending on Kellen Moore. The pieces are in place, especially if this kid does what I think he can do. Now, there's a Joe said Joe believes Zeke can get 1,600 yards. Y'all see that comment there? Joe says he believes that he's gonna get 1,600 yards. That's not so far fetched if he's healthy, and if he gets the ball enough. That's again Kellen Moore. If he gets the ball enough to get 1,600 yards, that's the question. The pieces are in place if you're paying attention. It's all depending on how the cook prepares the meal. It really is. Everything that we talking about, whatever position that you're talking about offensively, it's all depending on how well the cook prepares the meal. Really, that's Kellen Moore. Now, we learned something in my last show that, I thought I was going to come on there, but I really ain't prepared to talk about Coach McCarthy. I'll probably do that Saturday. That's if you remember my last show. We found a little interesting sentence that Coach McCarthy said about the offense. And the term West Coast offense was used. We ain't heard that in a long period of time. And they said in Coach McCarthy's offense. I thought that was interesting. And he talked about that. There wasn't no reporter that said it. It was Coach McCarthy that said it. So that raises a little question. And I'll talk about that maybe Saturday. But it all depends on how well the meal is prepared. That's what Kellen Moore comes into play. Now, the only negative that we heard about Tyler Smith, of course, was that he was heavily penalized with holding. Okay. And that's what Connor Williams did. This guy, if I remember, Tyler Smith, I believe he came into the draft as the most penalized as far as holding goes. He was number 1 in the country with that. That's coaching, y'all. I'm not worried about that. That's coaching. That's coaching, showing proper hand placement. That's coaching, showing proper technique, stuff that he probably hadn't learned on the level of an NFL player because he was in college. I don't know who his O-line coach was back then, but he must have been okay. The kid got drafted in the first round. Come on now. The kid was All-American, depending on what publication you were watching. So, y'all, everybody talking about these double-digit holding penalties, but the kid was still dominant. It's just a matter of coaching. It's a matter of coaching. And hopefully he's getting, hopefully, I know he is. He got one of the best in the game in Philman. Joe Philman is offensive line coach. That's one of the top-notch offensive line coaches in the last 10 years or so. So he's getting coached, or he will be coached, and he's a rookie. We got a little ways to go before Tampa Bay now. Between now and Tampa Bay, please understand, between Coach Philman and his teammates, who is showing him, who's showing him some things. Tyler Smith and Zach Martin. I'm quite sure he's been in Zach Martin's ear. I'm quite sure he's been in Tyron Smith's ear. I'm quite sure he's been with Steele and Tyler Biadasz. I'm quite sure he's talked to him. They're helping him because they know what they got to do. You see what I'm saying? So between now and week 1 against Tampa Bay, I'm quite sure that this kid is going to be ready to play. And Coach Philman. So I'm not worried about the holding and all that kind of stuff. I'm not worried about that at all. At all. He's going to do just fine. All right? So, because people love I saw it all in chat boxes and all that kind of stuff. Again, fans just go crazy because Jerry talking. On this one, I agree with Jerry. I just don't want that high of an expectation. I ain't got no problem with him talking about it. I'm going to let him do what he do. That's Jerry Jones. This ain't nothing new. He been giving high expectations for the last 50 years almost. That's his personality. He's a rich type guy. He's supposed to say stuff like that. But we got the reality people like me. You say Larry Allen, I'm just saying be better than Connor Williams. That's all I'm saying. Just be better than Connor Williams. And if he's better than Connor Williams, this line is going to do damage this year. All right? Now I'm getting y'all closer to y'all barbecue, y'all leftover barbecue. I'm done, actually. As y'all can see, I ain't done this a while. Before I open up the lines real quick, you guys see it on the ticker there. I shouldn't even have to say anything this time, but these are the ways that you support the podcast. Either that way, the big $, the Big Time Show. Those are my handles there. If you want to be a monthly subscriber, there it is on the screen for you. Subscription to Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. Just look at that. Just put that into your search engine. Put that in there, and you have a chance to make a decision on how you want to support the podcast from that point on. Just be better than Connor Williams, Tyler Smith. That's all I want. Just be better than Connor Williams. When you're better than Connor Williams, we'll go to the next level of your expectation. Just be better than Connor Williams, and then let the chips fall where they may after that. Appreciate you, Deshaun Taylor. What's up? Phone line is open right now. Y'all come on in. I got one in there. Let me see here. I think that's Coach Marv, if I'm not mistaken.
Call from
Coach Marv.
Yeah, it's Coach Marv.
To accept, press.
All right. I got my coach in the building. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on? Happy Memorial Day to you, Big Show.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Hey, you had me laugh when you say just be better than Connor Williams.
Yeah, just be better than that. You know, I look. Let's not start at step 12. Let's start at step 1. Step 1 is be better than Connor Williams. That's all I'm saying. I skip up a notch when it's time. Just be better than Connor Williams. I think you're already better, to be honest with you, but I ain't seen it yet, but go ahead.
I think he is too. Well, and I agree, just like you said, you agree with Jerry Jones, because I was around when the Cowboys drafted a small school guy out of Samoa State,
yes, sir.
And Larry Allen,
yes, sir.
that came in with injuries. Mm-hmm. People forget about Larry Allen had meningitis when he was little. Tyler Smith had and that meningitis Larry had almost killed him as a child. The same thing that Tyler Smith came through some problems with his legs and stuff. Larry Allen got attacked when he was a young man. That this would make him start lifting a lot of weights, and he got stabbed about 10, 11 times. See, I remember when the Cowboys drafted him, and people were like, I think he was a 3rd round pick, and they were like, this guy in this small school of Samoa State, will he be able to play in the NFL? Mm-hmm. And when he talks about his strength, Larry Allen didn't come in the NFL bench press 600 pounds, people. Yeah. He was strong, but he got stronger while he was at Dallas. So I agree. I've been said this comp. I said that before Jerry said that. I've been saying that when I looked at film, and again after I thought about it when we were talking about his holding calls, and I really looked film there to see him mauling people, and the first thing that came to my mind was Larry Allen. Mm-hmm. So yes, let's don't put the pressure on him, but we got to understand, and I think people don't understand this. Larry Allen did not come in the NFL being an All-Pro.
No, he did not. He did not. He had his number one fan behind him, which was John Madden, who just had a special camera on him and was highlighting the destruction that he was putting on people, which carried him to that level. But it still was not because because John Madden was there. Larry Allen, after a certain point of time, just started destroying people. It was just that simple. Yeah, so you had to grow to that.
And he replaced a guy named Kevin Golden.
Yeah.
Larry Allen replaced a guy named Kevin Golden because, as well as my frat brother Eric Williams came in from Central State.
Yeah.
So listen, we just got to see. You got to see potential in guys.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in this, small school, big school type thing.
Yeah.
You got to look at, and I been trusting Will McClay to look at guys to see if guys can play.
Exactly.
And see, that's where we look at the Great Wall. When they got a documentary on the Great Wall, and none of them was first round draft picks.
Yeah.
Do we know the history of the Great Wall? Central State for Eric Williams, Samoa State for Larry Allen, Florida A&M for Nate Newton. Steph Nasty was a small center that they said that they'll get him and they could make him a great center.
Mm-hmm.
Tournay was a defensive player and they turned him into an offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Great Wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about developing and getting, and I trust in Will McClay of getting these diamonds out the rough. And what I see of him, yes, he does remind me of Larry Allen, but if he could do what Larry Allen did in his early years, we're moving in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And I had to pull back off the holding calls because, yes, we said Connor Williams had holding calls.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference when getting holding calls when you're holding on for dear life and getting holding calls when you're trying to maul people. Mm-hmm. There's a total difference in those type of holding calls.
That's right.
And Connor Williams, don't get me wrong here. Connor Williams did not play totally bad. And I'm not saying Connor Williams is, but Connor Williams had deficiencies in his game that could attack, which weakened the people around him because you had to kind of cover up some of his weaknesses, which hurt the overall continuity of the offensive line. You don't need all first round draft picks, but you don't need a guy in there that's going to hurt you with the continuity. And this is where Tyler Biadasz will get better because you have two strong guards beside him, and you should see a better football player in Tyler Biadasz.
Yeah.
But again, Big Show, as you said before, and you have said it in the last couple of weeks, this offensive line was a top 10 offensive line last year. If you look at Football Focus, you look at all the ratings. And again, if they're used correctly, they could be a very dominant offensive line, as well as the passing attack. Yeah. I want people to check out Kurt Warner's breakdown during the season when he called out Kevin Moore. And he's not saying about the passing game, but the route concepts got to a point later on in the season where they were running into coverage and it made Dak hold the ball. We have to get more creative in our use of our entire offensive scheme. And this is what the boy Genius is all about. I wouldn't have no problem with him if he said, okay, we're going to be the pass happy team, but I'm going to have the most advanced passing attack that the NFL ever seen. Then I just said, okay, well, at least I can see that.
Yeah.
But to be bland and you just want to throw the ball, and then to be bland in that and not use the weapon to throw the ball, it seems like coaching malpractice.
Yeah.
And maybe he can get himself together, but hope is eternal. And listen, I got hope that this Cowboy team is going to do well. And I appreciate guys like you and all the other podcasters out there that really keep a realistic point of view and keep everything in a realistic term, and know that y'all really Cowboy fans, because y'all don't drink the Kool-Aid and y'all don't get overhyped by this craziness. Remember, people, Jerry is talking everything he says out there. He's not watching no tape. If he said something about Cooper and Lamb, he got that from his coaches.
Exactly.
That's where he got that from. Exactly. Now, this Larry Allen thing, with Tyler Smith, I believe he got that from himself, because that's what he saw in this guy when they drafted the other guy.
He saw it.
But if he talks about play of current players, anything he compares with current players that have been playing already, he got that from his coaches.
And
just coaches feel that Lamb is a better receiver than Cooper.
No doubt about it.
Like I said, man, I appreciate your Big Show. And man, I hope you and your family have a good rest of Memorial Day weekend, man, and a prosperous week, brother. Okay?
I got you, man. I appreciate you, Coach. Thanks for popping in on me.
All right. Bye.
All right. That was the one and only Coach. Almost is like a co-host. That's what he is. Ain't no doubt about it, because he's going. I always say love his input and all that in the show. Joe, I had Joe's comment up here and I replied back to it. He said this. Joe says the only thing that worries me about Tyler Smith is that he plays over aggressive and gets penalties. The penalty part I get, but we got to just wait and see. You know, we know what he did in college as far as the penalties go, but that's disguised, though. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Tyler Smith tape, it wasn't the kind of hold that Connor Williams was getting. See, Connor Williams was just getting ate alive, and he would have to hold on for dear life because his quarterback was going to get killed. Tyler Smith, if you look at some of his tape, what you see his holding is that sometimes it's almost, you know what it almost remind me of, Joe? It almost remind me of the Shaquille O'Neal, the young Shaquille O'Neal days, where he just overpowered people. And because he was so big and so forceful, some of those calls that he got were unwarranted. Like the charges and all that, he was just so big and so powerful. And refs would charge him for being so big and powerful. they wouldn't call fouls. He was getting hacked nonstop. And he was, get charges because he was 300 some odd pounds, and these other centers were maybe about 260. And Shaq would just totally annihilate them guys. Y'all remember that. And he would get punished for that. Well, when it comes to Tyler Smith, when you look at his tape, or I don't care what you're looking at, whether it's highlights or actual game tape, you will see that some of these holding calls was because he was driving folks 5-6 yards off the ball and driving them to the ground. And he was, I guess they'll call holding because he would drive them and in essence actually be picking them up, actually, to be honest with you, and then throwing them to the ground. He'll get a holding call. See, there's a difference between holding for dear life and then holding on, and then getting a holding call for actual destruction. There's a difference. And I think that's where the penalties came from. He wasn't getting pushed around. He was just too big, too aggressive, too dominant. See, it's a difference. And if that is the case, I'll take that. That part where you said about being over aggressive, that's what we want. We want folks to drive into the ground. That's what we want. Yeah, Cowboy J, there it is. See what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm talking about, Joe. This is what Cowboy J said, right? Listen, read that comment. That comment right there is exactly what I'm talking about. He said that the first game he ever played at left tackle, he pancaked the guy and didn't let him up. The play went 85 yards, but he got flagged for being over aggressive. See, that's what we need. Yeah, that's what you want. Let the refs call it. This is the way the linemen are taught. They're taught to try to get a pancake. They're taught to driving people in the ground. When they get to the ground, you lay on them. You don't let them back up till the whistle is gone. Your job is your man destroy. We don't want to take that from him. I live with that. I live with that. I live with it. I'm sorry. And he might get called for a couple things, but he will adjust. There's adjustments. Connor Williams couldn't help himself. God bless him. He was just too small. If y'all remember the Tampa Bay game from last year, where Vita Vea just pushed him back 5 yards just as soon the ball was snapped. That's not gonna happen this year. I just don't think it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because we're gonna see that same guy. Vita Vea will be there. He's gonna get tested because Vea is incredibly strong. I just don't think he's gonna be able to push him around like he did Connor Williams last year. And there might be a couple plays that Vita may beat him, but not every time like he was destroying Connor Williams. I just don't think. See what I'm saying? You got to know it's a difference between, everybody loved Jonathan Nelson from the Colts. Jonathan Nelson do the same thing. That's semantics, to be honest with you. See, when we start talking like this, then we got to know who the officiating crew is, and we got to know what their tendencies are. We got to know how they call games and stuff like that. That's all dependent. Jonathan Nelson does the same thing. He destroys people, pushes them off the ball. Talking about the all-pro lineman from the Colts. If you go watch him, he does the same thing. But he has the reputation of being an all-pro, so he don't never get called. See, and that's where the ladder has to climb for Tyler Smith as he progresses in his year. He has to get that reputation that I'm just destroying people, and I might be holding, but you ain't gonna call it because I'm a first-team All-Pro. I'm a second-team All-Pro. I go to the Pro Bowl every year. That's really all. Those guys get those kind of calls. Quentin Nelson don't get called, don't get no calls.
1-803-960-3584.
Got a call coming in, look like it's coach. Look like it's coach again. Hold on a second. Phone line is open, by the
Call
way.
from
Coach Mark.
Here's Coach. There he is. What's up, Coach?
Hey, Big Show, I got one little thing that I forgot to tell you, and it's an interesting thing for your fans. When we talk, and it's great that y'all talking about these holding calls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want fans and us, because the media is already going to do it, not to over exaggerate these calls, these holding calls, because then you're going to push the penguin into people to start watching everything he does. And I'm going to tell you why. I was flipping through YouTube, and you know YouTube have these like John Madden simulating games for the season. So they did a simulation of the Dallas Cowboys' first game against Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. And the Cowboys came out in the first possession, and they were running behind Tyler Smith, and Zeke was getting yards like crazy. Mm-hmm. And they got into the red zone, and Zeke got the ball and ran for a 12-yard touchdown. Mm-hmm. And guess what happened?
Penalty.
They called it back, holding on Tyler Smith.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you know what I said? They just formulated that holding call because it was based off this kid and the stuff that was said about this guy gets holding calls, and it showed up on the game in the first possession of that game. They were running all the way till they got to the end. He ran right behind Tyler Smith. Touchdown. The flag came out on a simulation of the John Madden game. And the first call of the game, which was no other penalty calls through the whole game, but it called back a Dallas Cowboy touchdown. Mm-hmm. So, us talking about it, the media talking about his holding calls is only going to make it get over exaggerated in the eyes of the officials. So anything borderline, when he mauls somebody, he's got a history of holding where he must be holding.
Yeah.
That's why, let's talk about his aggression. Mm-hmm. Let's worry about him mauling people, and let's let him work through this. But I thought that was very interesting. Mm-hmm. In the first game that they did a simulation, the first drive they called holding.
Yeah. Well,
on Tyler Smith.
And I'll say this, that's the kind of stuff that the coaching staff, or let's just say first game is Tampa Bay. That's what Tampa Bay is going to be saying to the coaches pre-game, during the game, everything else. That's what they're going to be talking about automatically because they know the tendencies of every player that's there. Let them say all that. Let them say that. What I'm trying to say is let the kid be aggressive. And if that stuff does start happening, then we're smart enough. These are why the guys get paid the big bucks as coaches. They will make the adjustments when it comes to that. He will make the adjustments. And it's just that simple. You're right, Coach, on that. I love your point.
Yeah, would you rather have a dog that you gotta when you got a dog that's gonna protect the house and you ain't gotta tell him to take the house, or you want a dog that you gotta tell him to go sick him or try to make him protect the house.
Exactly.
I'd rather have a dog that I gotta calm down than I gotta pep up.
Exactly. No doubt about it. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yeah, but I just thought that was interesting when we were talking about that whole thing. And that was crazy in that first possession. It came down to that exact same thing, and they called a holding call. So you see, the NFL is already locked in, and they
exactly
they already locked in to try to you know. So, but we got a good guy, and I hope he be aggressive. But I just thought that was interesting, Big Show. I had to call you back and tell you that because. All right, my man.
All right, now. Bye-bye. And then, most of all, y'all, it's like what Greg says here. And this is for the Cowboy fan base. This really ain't for the haters of the Cowboys. This comment right here that Greg has put up is for the Cowboy fans. He's a rookie. You know, it ain't too many rookies that come in and are perfect. We've had rookies come in and be first team all pros, like Nelson from the Colts and all that kind of stuff. You know, Quentin Nelson, yeah. But there ain't too many Quentin Nelson walking God's green earth. You know, and I'm not saying Tyler Smith can't be that guy. I'm just saying he's a rookie. He is going, as Greg Davis just said here in the comment section, he's going to make some mistakes. He probably will get a holding call here and there. But long as he's better than Connor Williams, that's all I'm saying, y'all. Huh? You know, I look, just as long as he is better than Connor Williams, that's the goal for me. Now the goal may be something else from somebody else. My goal for this kid is in a year's time, when we get whatever game is our last game, whether that's making the playoffs, don't make the playoffs, whether there's whatever, Super or whatever. When we get through, are we gonna end up saying this kid was better than Connor Williams? That's why they made the draft. Please don't think that the Cowboys just started thinking about this kid playing guard when they drafted him. No, ma'am. No, sir. They already knew the plan for him if he was going to be there. And when they picked, remember now, they had him highly graded above Kenyon Green and the other kid that everybody was talking about we should draft as a lineman. They had this kid above him. Those two guys. I forgot the other guy's name. But Kenyon Green and oh my God. Oh, it just slipped my head. It was the kid from y'all know who I'm talking about. Come on, help me real quick. I wasn't planning to talk about that. I would have had it there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who was the other person, the other guard that everybody wanted? Tristan Smith name, Tyler Smith name was not even thought about. That's why it caught everybody off guard. The kid from Boston College is right, Coach. I forgot his name though. But those were the two names that we heard in the draft. The Cowboys had Tyler Smith rated above both of them. So they were seeing things that obviously we didn't see. Will McClay, and let me say this, and I don't mean to hurt y'all feelings, okay? And I myself included, because I was not talking about Tyler Smith myself. Wasn't even thought about. But I am going to say this, and I put myself in the same group. Whose eyes are better? Will McClay's eyes or our eyes? Okay. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to insult you, but I'm just telling you. I'm going to trust Will McClay here. The plan was already in the making. They already knew if we get this kid here, we're going to put him at guard because we know he's not starting left tackle because Tyron Smith is there. See? So that wasn't even a discussion. We know he's not going to do right tackle because Terrence Steele is there. So the tackle position is done. But what they probably did say, in case Tyron Smith gets hurt, this kid can slide from left guard because that's where we're going to put him. And he can go to left tackle. He will eventually be our starting left tackle. But as for now, our plan is to put him at guard. So since that is the case, I don't have but one goal. Just be better than Connor Williams. That's all I got. That's all I'm looking for. Everything else, let the chips fall where they may after that. Yeah, Coach Price. Coach Price brings up an interesting point, which is another whole point within itself. And maybe that this is the case even for next year. You know, as the salary cap goes up and the Cowboys are able, they can buy people, as the salary cap goes up, this comment that Coach puts up may very well be the case. If this kid shows out at guard, he may not make it to tackle. Let's just be honest. If this kid make a Pro Bowl at left guard, within his first 2 years. And God, my goodness, if he's an all-pro within these first 2 years, like Zach Martin was, he ain't going nowhere. Y'all got to keep in mind that Zach Martin was a first-team All-American at tackle at Notre Dame. They moved him to guard, and the rest is history. Zach Martin ain't playing no tackle no more. I'm just saying, this is what the Cowboys do. I'm not trying to compare. I'm just saying this was the case. Zach Martin was an first-team All-American tackle out of Notre Dame. He was an All-American at tackle, not guard, tackle. I agree with you, Coach. If this kid shows out, he may not. He may not get back out there. He may not. We don't know when Tyron Smith gonna retire. We done put him on the shelf 2 years ago. He's still coming out there. Tyron Smith ain't going nowhere. He's still there. And as long as he's there, he's our star left tackle. It's too much respect for him. He gonna leave out on his own terms. They're not gonna put nobody in front of him. They're not gonna do that to him. He mean too much of the organization. Tyron Smith is not going to be replaced while he's in uniform. Y'all can forget that. Yeah. I agree, Coach. Zach will not move to tackle. He told us that. Yeah, when they needed him to, he wasn't going. Kind of remind you of Lyle Collins, which is part of the reason why he gone. But see, they know that they couldn't get rid of Zach Martin. See, that's see, you don't get rid of Hall of Famers. You get rid of guys who are borderline Pro Bowlers like Lyle Collins. You get rid of those guys. See, Zach Martin going to say, look, I'm playing right guard. Don't trap me. Guess where you going to line up at? Right guard. So you don't get rid of Hall of Famers. No. You don't get rid of first team All Pros every year. No. Zach Martin can say, I'm going to play center this week. And guess where you're going to be at? Yeah, you know it. He's earned that. He got that kind of pull on his team. He tell the coaches where he going to play. Lyle Collins tried that. He got shipped straight out of here. See the difference? You see the difference, right? All right. Just be my whole thing tonight. I'm going to send y'all on back to y'all barbecue plates. I know y'all ready to eat. I'm going to get y'all out of here. So it ain't going to be long. Y'all go ahead and hang out with your families. Enjoy your dinner. We done talked about it. Listen, it's a long way to Saturday. That's when I'm scheduled. But you know, I think I need some more. I might talk about it some more. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. I want to do this show so bad, but you know, Facebook is so sensitive. And this is where primarily my podcast show is. And you know, people will purposely do things to try to get you shut down. But I saw something that I don't like. I just don't like. Coach Marv, you already know what I'm talking about because you already know I'm well. I bet you know. I want to talk about so bad the San Francisco. Coach said, "Well, I feel about the Lakers coach. I love the hire. I just think he's a transitional coach, though. Love Darvin Ham. He's earned the right. He's paid his dues. He deserves an opportunity. I'm just glad somebody finally gave it to him. The only problem is this team that he's inheriting with a bunch of already made players. You got all-time 75th anniversary team players on this team, so you can't tell them that Westbrook and LeBron and Anthony Davis, you know, it's hard. That's a hard coaching job coming to a place where the players kind of dictate things. He really can't put his imprint on what he want to do. That's just me talking, but I think everybody likes him, which is good. But I think he's a transitional coach. I think he's going to, it just be interested to see how long exactly. Yeah. Either you get rid of AD coach or you get him ready. See, a lot of people been babysitting AD. He think he can't be talked to. Somebody need to get in his grill, to be honest with you. I want to know what he doing right now. Right now, I'll call him right now. Hey, man, put that plate down. Get your tail out there and start running. Go find LeBron person. Get your body right, man. You too fragile. You falling out when the wind blow. Wind blow too hard. You got a torn meniscus or something. Like, no, man. Get your butt out there and start doing something. Lift weights. Run a mile. Run 2 miles. Do something. He too fragile. And see, nobody ain't told him that. That's what he need. He need a drill sergeant. That's what he need. Why is your body breaking down before tip off? Good Lord, there's something wrong with you every day. Every game, you fall down. We don't know if you're gonna get back up. Something's wrong. Get you a real guy. Look, LeBron James is still moving around at the age he is, and rarely he's getting hurt a little bit more now. But for 20 some odd years, this kid was almost unbreakable. And Davis is still young. Get you a real trainer. That's what I'll be doing with him. I'll be calling right now. Get your butt up. Let's go. No, stop listening to music. Let's go. Run around this car about 20 times. Do something. I'm just saying. Sick of Anthony Davis. So I want to talk about that kid, that manager from the San Francisco Giants, though, who has protested during the national anthem, who has protested and said he don't like the direction of his country. And nobody's talking about it. But just a couple years ago, there was another protester who he kneeled when the national anthem was played, and it was on every publication in the world: ESPN, Fox, ABC, CBS, Sesame Street, Electric Company. Nickelodeon. They talked about Colin Kaepernick like a dog. The president of the United States at the time called him a SOB. Get all these SOBs off the field who don't want to kneel and all that. That's what I heard. Y'all remember all that? Y'all remember that? He was protesting, right? This guy at the San Francisco Giants, the manager said he ain't kneeling. He just said he ain't gonna come out when the national anthem played. That's a form of a protest. Colin Kaepernick did a form of a protest. I want to know why. I want to know what's the difference. Same platform, the national anthem, a protest. One kneeled, one didn't show up. But yet Colin Kaepernick lost his whole career. You don't hear nothing about the San Francisco Giant guy, though, right? You ain't heard it. Some of y'all just hearing this about the first time listening to me. See the difference? I want to know what the difference is. Oh, I know what it is. That's why I'm debating on talking about it. Because see, these are the hard conversations. This is what separate the men from the boys' conversations. And see, if I do it, I'm going to do it intelligently. I'm going to say what needs to be said. I'm not going to say it with venom. I'm just going to call it like it is. Why Colin Kaepernick got destroyed and then this guy, you don't hear nothing about it, period. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Go look it up. Just go put in your Google search, San Francisco Giant manager protest. That's all you got to, and you just read away. And then see if you don't see any similarities. I want to talk about that so bad. I do. I really do. It's my show, but I don't want to, because folks, see, when you start talking like this is when a lot of funny stuff go on. I'm thinking about it. Matter of fact, I might carry that to Podbean, y'all. Y'all need to follow me on Podbean. That's what you need to do. Let me put that in, then I'm gonna leave y'all alone. The call-in line is closed, even though you see the number going right now. I'm gonna put this here because most of you on YouTube and Facebook and everything else, I need you to download this. I'm gonna do this on Podbean. I'm not gonna do this live. Well, I don't know, but definitely get on Podbean. Y'all need to follow me there anyway. Podbean, as of right now, I need you to follow this. I'm typing it in just in case you don't find this on Podbean. Find that on Podbean. There it is on your screen. I posted right there. All right, there it is. Download that to your phones. It's just another way to follow me, y'all. That's all it is. Podbean, it's a free app. Download that. Search out my show, Big Time Show, the Big Time Show, and just follow it. Get the notifications there. That's all you got to do. If I don't do this live, like on here where you can see me, Podbean is where you just hear my voice, kind of like old radio. There's no video for that. It's just my voice. I'm live right there now on Podbean. Matter of fact, if y'all don't mind, download that to your phone now. Somebody go over there. Somebody go over there and follow me so I know, so you can see it. So you see how it works. Go over there right now. I just want to know. Hey, Filthy Breakfast, whoever you are, I appreciate you popping in. Baldir said, I like your suit. I don't have a suit on, so I don't know how you like my suit. That's just somebody just popped in, I guess. Go over to Podbean right now. Do that for me. Somebody on here. Podbean, Podbean. Go over there now. Search out my show real quick. Get on and let me know that you're there. I just want to see if somebody would do that. I ain't talking about nothing right now, so go ahead and just go. I'm gonna do this live while I'm here. Only thing I'm gonna tell you, if you just listen, tune in with me Saturday at 3:00. Somebody go over there real quick if you don't mind. If you are not already following me on Podbean, if you're not following me there, go ahead and get over there right now. Do me a favor, do that real quick. Just want to see how, make sure that it's that simple and that easy for you. Podbean, download that app. Download that app. Search out the Big Time Show. The Big Time Show. And just follow it. And when you get there, type in something and let me know you're there. I'll see you. I'm looking now. I'll see you if you pop in. I'm looking there right now if you pop in on me. Y'all some disobedient folks. I can't tell y'all what to do on y'all phone. I get it. I just thought maybe one of y'all would jump on that. I'm gonna do that show from over here. Okay. I'm definitely gonna do that over there. Let me know if you're there. All right. All right. Y'all have a good Memorial Day. Y'all get ready to go to bed. It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go back to work. The weekend is over. Back to the job we go to. All right. Saturday. What else I need to do? Okay, of course, my book is out again. Y'all know that. If you're not following me on Facebook, you should know by now that my book is out. It's called Seeking. That they're seeking clearer thoughts. 60 days of reflection. Days of reflections. I got a lot of stuff going on. Y'all forgive me. All right. Where you can purchase that is Cash App. Here it is. Well, it's not the only way, but it's just a good way to do it. One way. Brooks 2. You can do that right there. If you want to buy the book, there it is. Cash App, Dub Brooks 2. Seeking Clear Thoughts, 60 Days of Reflection. You can use your Cash App for that, or you can do the PayPal, and you can use the email, the Big Time Show 3 at gmail.com. The Big Time Show 3 at gmail.com. If you want to do PayPal, or simply the book is now out online at your Walmart. It's online at Barnes and Noble, and it's online at Amazon now. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but my book is hit those 3 places as well. So you can just simply go and order it there and follow your instructions. Again, it's at Amazon, it's at Barnes and Noble, and it is at Walmart online. Just type in Seeking Clear Thoughts, 60 Days of Reflections, or you just type in my name when they ask for the author, Douglas Brooks Jr. Douglas Brooks Jr. Most of you follow me on Facebook, so you guys know who I am already. Just typing in that name, and the book will come up, and hopefully you'll order it. All right. Let's see. It's Ties over there in Podbean. Ain't nobody came over here. They ain't want to go to. They didn't want to go there. I'm gonna let y'all go. Let me make sure I got everything that I did. Okay. I've been asked to put it all on Podbean. Good Lord. Hey, Podbean. There are thoughts. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Appreciate the support. The show would not be what it is without you guys. No doubt about that. And I appreciate y'all so much. Appreciate y'all guys praying for me. Coach Marv, I see you. That one is. Was that easy, Coach Marv? Type it in. Coach Marv, man, he's my guy. Coach Marv, was that easy getting on here? I'm on Podbean now. I saw you just popped in. Let me see here. Hey, Coach, you're on Podbean. I know you're on because I'm looking at you. It's simple. All it is and actually you can call in on that, Coach. You're on there. You can call in on this. You just can't. The same way. All you do is push that call in right there on your phone. I don't know if you got doing this on your phone or you're doing this on your computer, but there's a way you can call in to. There it is. There it is. Here we go. No, Coach, go to that. Hit that. There it is. Talk to me, Coach.
What's going on, man? Easy to get in, man.
I told you. Was that easy or not?
That was easy, man. Hey, I tell you, man. And I'll be waiting on that show from you, man.
It's coming. It's coming.
The truth
coming in right now.
The truth sometimes fall on closed ears, man. Sometimes the truth falls on closed ears.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to continue to speak the truth, so people, you put it out there, then on different ways, then people sometimes they don't have no choice but to listen.
There you go.
But we have to be staying strong, because there are some things in this country that we need to address.
Yeah.
But as the Bible has told us, we as Father, we get away from the Son.
Yeah.
The closer the ears get.
I love it. I love it. So you see how easy that is. Ladies and gentlemen, for those on Facebook, this is the same Coach Marv that you heard on earlier in the show. He just switched over to Podbean. He's in there. He's following the show now. It's extremely simple. And as you can hear Coach Marv now, you can talk to me through Podbean. The only difference is you just can't see me when I just exclusively come from Podbean, but we're able to chat here, and of course we're able to do the call-in line on that. Again, Coach, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate what you do, brother.
All right, man.
Later.
All right, bye-bye. All right, that's it, y'all. That's all I wanted to see. I got one to come in. I see. I don't know if this is somebody else that just came over, or just somebody that popped in. Vinny Pinar. I don't know who you are, but thank you for popping in, whoever you are. All right, let's get ready to get out of here because you guys need to go and finish eating. All right, everybody, come on, clap your hands as we leave. Y'all know how we do it. We party as we leave. Thank y'all for hanging with me. We're going to come back maybe this week, early this week. But if not, I will be with you guys on this Saturday, definitely at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock Central Time. I will be with you guys as we continue on, as we get closer, whether you know it or not, to the first preseason game. It'll be here before you know it, y'all. Training camp will be here before you know it. And it's going to be fun. It's time. It's almost time. All right? Come on, put your hands together. Y'all know how we groove out of here. You know how we groove out of here. Let me turn this background music off, though. I don't want no interruptions because of that. I don't like no other music played on my music. That's gone now, which clears the way and the aisle for the closing of the one and only, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know it's me. This is the Big Time Show. Woo! Yeah. Y'all might as well clap. I mean, come on. Come on. Vinny Pear, whoever you are. I can't read. Let me see if I can. I'm going to spread it out a little bit. VWNEPNR. You're listening. You might as well clap your hands too since you're here. Come on. Woo! This is the Big Time Show. I gotta get that show better. Voice cracking. Show. We'll see you. Bobby, come on. I mean, since I'm here, I can't stop laughing. Come on in here, y'all. Studio sound. Sure. I gotta turn the music up. That's what it is. I gotta turn the music up so I don't crack. I don't want to roll around. Let me turn it up a little bit. It might be too loud, y'all. Let me see if I can get it right here. This is the Big Time Show. Woo! Yeah. Boy, I cracked my own self up. I see y'all Saturday. At least it's scheduled for Saturday at 3 o'clock. We out.